Hey guys, welcome to Rosemary Field Notes. I'm Jason.
And I'm Zachary.
And this is our Ford E-250 Candy. It's going to be taking us on the road this summer.
This is going to be the how of the whole video about what this van is going to be. And this is going to be the van tour for this video. And that way you can be able to see everything that's inside and what we've done and how it has been going.
Oh, we did it, yeah. So we'll start with the exterior tour and then move inside. Alright, so starting with the exterior, we've got our beautiful carpet, which is a plastic tarp that we bought at Walmart probably. I was doing some yoga this morning, so the mat's still out. Over here we've got 200 watts of a portable solar panel, so you can come check it out back here. Right now we're just charging our portable battery bank in my iPhone. This also has the standard solar connections, which will plug into the portable battery unit that we have inside. So yeah, if you follow me around to the back, this is kind of the business end of the whole operation. So we've got our shoe storage down here, all of our jackets thrown up on hooks. Everything in here is a work in progress, so we're still trying to optimize it, but this is what we're doing right now. We're on a trial run in Bend, Oregon, so it's been really helpful to try to figure everything out. Down here we've got a lot of gear storage, like more of the outdoor stuff, bag chairs, camping mats, poop kit, poop shovel. Throw our yoga mat down there as well.
And then we also have these little covers for the for whenever it gets too hot and we want to cover them up, as well for privacy. These two go on the back on both these ends, and as well we have some going on in the front over there. Well,
I put that
it's not perfect.
Completely wrong, but that's okay. You get the idea. So hopping up in here, we've got all of our clothes storage. So up top is underwear, socks, hats and gloves, that kind of stuff. And then all of our clothes storage is here, which has been quite a challenge to fit 2 wardrobes in this size space, but it seems to have gone okay.
And then here is just all of the backpacking gear and stuff. It's still, like what he said, it's still a work in progress. We're figuring out what's the better solution.
Yeah. We've got quite a bit of space down here, so it's big enough to put 2 backpacking backpacks, all our toiletries, that kind of stuff. So across from our gear storage and our clothes, we have the bed and a couch, as you can see. It's built on a 3 hinge style bed, so it's 3 long piano hinges that go the entire way. And we've got 500-pound drawer sliders on here that the bed slides out. So the basic function is it pulls out from the middle. I'll do a quick demo for you.
Like, to be honest, it's not not the best of what we have, but it's definitely pretty well designed compared to his previous van build.
Yeah, Zach kind of hates it, but you know, it works.
Yeah.
You see that? That only took me, what, 5 or 10 seconds? So.
And it takes me 20 seconds because that difficulty.
20 seconds and you get like 3 bruises.
Yes. Which is why we have all of these little protective, because I'm always banging my head.
Okay, so the bulk of our storage is all going to be on this wall. Kind of like the entertainment kitchen side. We've got this beautiful long countertop that we sanded and stained and finished. Down here we've got 2 cabinets of art storage.
This one is like short term, something we're going to be using more often. And then down there is long term. We also do have some storage that you need here. Like we have this, like paper stuff and a bunch of other things in here.
Yeah, because you can never have too much art.
No, we can't. And like this is the battery, the Blue Eddy. Jason, can you explain some more on that?
Yeah, so this is, I believe it's called a solar generator. which basically allows us to power all the lights and the fridge and the roof fan in here.
So like we have the light switch here, we also have stuff for LED lighting, and like what Jason did for the fan here. For here is to turn on, it is a dimmer. So it'd be nice for during the day and the evening whenever it gets too dark.
Yep. And then like I mentioned before, this battery can be charged through the solar panel. It can also be charged through the car's alternator using a battery to battery charger that I'll show you in a bit. Alternatively, you can use the normal cigarette lighter port on your car. And the battery here is connected to a fuse box.
Oh yes.
Which allows us to run all of our cords into one central place and protect it from shorting. Up here we have what we've been calling our pantry. Essentially it's kind of a catch-all storage for our stuff. Right now books occupy most of it, as you can see. We've also got a little bit more gear storage, some containers, and some dry food storage. This mural was done by Zach. It's very beautiful. I helped in some of the blocking, but he was definitely the lead on that.
Yeah, like all of the like Jeeps and stuff. I kind of name it like the Giants wandering, because you have these 3 giants. And it was a pretty fun project. One of my first on wood. Quite great.
Yeah, it turned out great. Moving along here, we have our kitchen storage. Pots, pans, bowls, plates, more containers, some cups. We're probably gonna have to thin this out. It's pretty full right now.
Yeah, and then like down there we have the car jack battery and
backup battery.
Yeah, the battery. The car jack is over here.
We've got more tools down there as well. And then right here is probably one of my favorite parts. Some more kitchen storage, obviously, but we've got tons of spices. We've got canned goods, all the shelf-stable stuff, really. So this has been really nice to be able to slide in and out as we need. It's got lots of storage. Up here, we keep all our beautiful silverware, I guess woodware, knives, spatulas, that sort of stuff. Directly next to that, we have the stove storage.
Which this will typically go on here or outside whenever we're out camping.
Yeah, so this is just a 2-burner Coleman stove. Real simple camp stove.
And like it fits quite underneath, no problems. It was just quite great for the height that we have.
And then behind the stove, we store our propane bottles, which has worked out well.
Quite decently.
So, obviously here we've got our sink. Got 2 5-gallon water tanks down here. This is the gray one in the front. Just pops out like this. Back there is going to be our clean water. And that's just run through a tube up to our little faucet, which is a rechargeable faucet, typically used for 5-gallon jugs, the ones where you can just screw on the top. But works pretty well. It's been nice. Last night was the first time we set it up, and it was really nice to be able to do dishes in here and fill up our water bottles without having to manhandle that big jug. So we got a soap, scrubber, hand soap, Tibetan singing bowl, because that's an essential part of any kitchen. Yeah, we got tea storage. Basically, you throw all your stuff up here that you don't know where else to put it.
Yeah, it's just like miscellaneous. Like we have our quarters, we have a little deck from graduating, and a bunch of other things. Which is quite a cute little guy. And then we also have our hats here, because we don't really know where else to put them, as well as like our portable fan, our hand sanitizer, and a little mini-me, as well as some candles that we use every now and then.
Yep. And then down here is our refrigerator, which has been amazing so far.
Just like a bunch of food.
You're able to fit quite a bit of stuff in there. So we've got a ton of produce. We've been able to keep milk on the road, which is really nice. Yeah, fridge has worked out great so far.
Yeah, and then Over here, we do have these two curtains that we pulled up together, and that is kind of our like blackout curtain for it in the evenings whenever we want more privacy, as well as during the day. It does help keep the temperature different in here because we would like to keep this cooler and to keep it warmer. But we also have it open, and we use this little guy over here to for our windshield to block out more sun and allow more cross ventilation, because only these two driver's door and passenger door have operable windows, and that sucks, but we're able to make with it, especially with our portable fan and this fan.
So I also wanted to show this. It's a pretty cool little device. This is the Blue Eddy Charger 1. It's not mounted right now. You just set it up on the road. But basically what it does is it takes power from your car's alternator and converts it into power that the solar generator can use. So all we have to do is flip this little switch here and plug this into our battery bank, and this will allow us to charge on the road a lot faster than you could otherwise.
Yeah, it's about how many watts? Like 210?
Yep, 210 watts compared to the solar panel, which normally runs about like 100 to 140 in full sun.
Hello, I'm not usually the driver stationing this, but I'm going to give you the tour of the cabin. Typically, when we're driving out here, we have this little birdie. We name it Hector.
No, we didn't.
I named it at least. And then we have this little swan named Vanilla. And then I also have the access pass for whenever we go to national parks and anywhere that we go. And then in here, we just have some little random bits. We have this little Bigfoot yoga guy because Pacific Northwest is quite famous for its Bigfoot. At least I like to know that. And then we have like little key storage when we put in, as well as the bottles. We have Jason's sunglasses in here, as well as pens and stuff for on the road. As well for like down here, we kind of keep this upper storage for like console for entertainment and any other catch-all everyday use. While down here is more of a first aid medicine kit, but we also have the cubicle that's this whole like medicine box and toiletries and all of the other essentials that we may need down the road. And as you know, I'm usually sitting here, so what I have here usually is that I have my computer, I have my books and stuff on the side, as well as my charging stuff just in case we need to get some stuff down on the road, and my camera for security reasons, and it's just a lot more more private and more accessible there. As well as down there, you can see that there's a cable that connects to the battery in the front, which is through between those doors, and it's just a really interesting way of doing it. And that's for like when you're connecting to the battery and all that works. Like I'm sure Jason have told you all that. But yeah, that is the cabin. It is just a cabin, just a normal cabin. I don't think it's really anything special. We are in the back country where there's a lot of dirt bikes around.
Yeah, this is definitely like a dirt bike paradise. There's lots of trails, lots of open space. But that was our tour. You saw most of the main features. If you want us to dive more in depth about any one specific place, or if you have any questions, let us know.
Yeah, like we may go into like explore into budgeting, into the process of like how the van was made, and as well as some upgrades we're going to be doing the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
As we found out through our trial run. And if you have any questions, comments, and concerns that we want to discuss about it, please send us that in the comments down below. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this whole video, and have a great morning, afternoon, and evening.
And breakfast and lunch and dinner. Signing out. See y'all later.
Bye.
Adios. Hasta luego. Agur.